Hey there, it's Coach C and welcome to the Daily C, your daily shot of vitamin C, inspiration, motivation with Coach C. I'm Christine Nielsen and thanks for joining us today. Thanks for following our channel and for watching me as I fumble my way through experimenting with video, because this is not the first thing that I love to do. I really don't love to do video and I don't love being in front of a camera. So I'm really stretching myself to do this and challenging myself to get outside of my comfort zone and to do this daily and to make sure that, I'm not worried about and judging myself. That's really, I think, the bottom line. What hopefully the objective will be, will I just stop judging everything about me, because that's what we do. I do it, you do it. The minute we wake up in the morning, we breathe and we're present to all of the noise, what I call the background conversation, or it's just ongoing. And it can be positive or negative, but when I did this video challenge, my background conversation, or ticker tape, if you will, the committee, it just never shuts up. But I want to talk about something really special that happened this week. And today I had the chance to had a meeting with one of Canada's most powerful and influential women, as far as I'm concerned. She owns one of the largest real estate brokerages in Canada. And I met her through my coach, JT Fox. We were both speaking on the same stage at a Power of Success event with Tony Robbins, JT Fox, Rachel Hollis. And we had the chance to speak on stage. And Vivian and I, so Vivian Risi is the woman that I am talking about, who's one of Canada's most influential women. Vivian and I were speaking and backstage and just getting to know each other. And, she's got this authenticity that is so warm and welcoming. You would not know that how successful she is. She doesn't carry this arrogance about her. She carries a confidence, but she's warm and inviting and just so wonderful to speak to. So we met backstage at an event, and then I got the chance to see her again at JT Fox's Mega Success event recently in LA, where Vivian and I were both on the same stage that day as well. She was speaking on a panel and I was the MC for the day, and I spoke. And I didn't realize that we had a lot. Well, I did know we had a fair amount in common as far as women go. Women have a lot in common, but just having that dream of being on stage and being a speaker and being able to motivate people and being able to share a message that makes an impact and a difference. And so I didn't realize that Vivian and I had shared that message. We'd also got the opportunity to meet with Molly Bloom that day at the Power of Success. And then at Mega Success, we met with Moira Forbes, Forbes Magazine, Forbes Women's Magazine, and Alexandra, who created the first online inexpensive shopping guilt, and now works in the large pharmaceutical industry. Just these powerful women, including Francie Baldwin, the CEO of the JT Fox organization. It was just such a remarkable, remarkable day. And so this week, fast forward, I set a meeting and I had some time to spend and talk to Vivian and kind of connect and get to know, what's her business, what's going on, and what's her vision and what's she working on. And then I see this. She's got a picture of herself and Bill Clinton in her office. She has a picture of her and Oprah Winfrey. Here's the thing we have in common. We both have children. And Vivian is a mom of 3 and she has grandchildren. And she's just powerhouse through building an extraordinary business. And she's done so in the face of a lot of challenging circumstances. It wasn't a smooth ride. It wasn't always the easiest thing, but she's become one of Canada's most successful women. And so I got a chance to sit with her and just chat and talk about, the commonalities and the authenticity of her leadership and my leadership, but also being a parent, being a mom, and the challenges that it faces today, and what we go through, and how that might be different for dads who are entrepreneurs and business owners. And then I see on Vivian's desk, "Yes, you can." And I said, "Vivian, I don't have a copy of your book. I need that." So she gives me this copy of her book. And so I start reading the book and I flip into the first chapter it starts with you, which is something you hear me say often. It starts with you. And there in the first paragraph is my favorite quote. And I'm going to read this to you because this is your shot of inspiration today. And it's in chapter 1 of Yes, You Can, written by Vivian Risi. It starts with you, is the chapter. But the quote is, "The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want. And if they cannot find them, they make them." By George Bernard Shaw. We all have circumstances in our lives that we need to get over. We all have things that are stumbling blocks, whether it's financial, marital, parent problems. A lot of successful people actually had really crappy childhoods and they have parent issues. Also, marriages break down and people, there's all kinds of things, financial things. Sometimes, you're on a financial high and then all of a sudden things change. Something changed and you have to adapt and you have to find new circumstances. And I was just so blown away by that quote. I've always loved that quote. And when I used to lead seminars for a public company, we'd use that quote to get people to challenge themselves and get outside of their story, because you really can rewrite your story. And this is the point. It starts with you. You get a say in the matter, no matter what your circumstances are, no matter what the story you've said to yourself about whether you're good enough or not good enough, whether you like your voice, whether you like doing video or not, it doesn't matter. You create how you're going to move through those circumstances and not get stopped by them. And when you're reinventing yourself and as you move into the new year and this year, you get a say in everything that you do. And if you're giving in to the circumstances, I challenge you to create what you want and to move through those circumstances or change the story that you have about the circumstances. Don't be a victim in your life. Don't be a victim of your upbringing. Don't be a victim of your genetics. Don't be a victim of your circumstances. You can ask for help. You can figure things out if you have enough reason why you want to get out of that. Otherwise, you get stuck and you'll make excuses and all the things that you commit yourself to won't happen. So I was really excited when I got to open that chapter and see that quote by George Bernard Shaw. And I'm excited to get through the rest of the book. Thank you for writing this, Vivian. And it was such a pleasure. Big shout out to you to sit with you and chat with you. I was really honored. Thanks again. And